It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another reaction to an episode of Better Call Saul. This is my reaction to Season 5, Episode 7, which is called JMM. We obviously know what that stands for and what that means. The biggest thing that happened in the last episode was the ending of the last episode, us seeing Mike setting up Lalo to be arrested. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. I mean, Mike is definitely Lalo's enemy number one. Now, I don't know whether he's going to find out that Mike was involved, but I'm sure that he will. Now, the other part of it is I'm predicting that the person that's going to represent Lalo will be Jimmy. Or Saul, I should say. So let's see where that goes and what's going to happen in that regard as well. But with that said, I don't want to waste any more time. Let's just get into this reaction. But before we do, as always, smash that like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that, let's get right into it. Look at Huel all dressed up.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Been that kind of day. So, Wexler McGill, and you picked the short vowel, is that right?
Yes.
And you have your witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, I do.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's
You
official.
have the rings.
We
We didn't do that.
No rings. Okie dokie. Then by the power
This
vested
looks
in me
like
by
the
state
guy
of New
who's
Mexico, I
seen
now pronounce
everything.
you
Nothing
husband
surprises
and
him anymore.
wife. You may kiss.
That second one was specifically for Huel.
Saul Goodman, speedy justice for you.
I've been calling you.
Yeah, I had a busy morning.
Go to lockup. Client's waiting for you.
My client, who got picked up this
Yeah.
time?
Jorge de Guzman.
Who the hell is Jorge de Guzman?
Who do you think?
Lalo. It'll be interesting to see Lalo in a prison suit because he dresses nicely usually. I'm not used to seeing him vulnerable.
State versus Jorge de Guzman, case CR 2004003022.
Mr. de Guzman, murder in the first degree, robbery while armed with a deadly weapon.
Did he kill the clerk? I think he did,
Your
yeah.
Honor, my client waives the reading of the remaining charges.
How does he plead?
Not guilty on all charges.
I'd like to schedule
Not guilty,
a
my
pretrial
ass.
hearing in 6 weeks, and I'm going to deny bond.
Your Honor,
That's my decision.
That didn't go well at all. I'm kind of rooting for Saul to lose this one because I don't like Lalo.
Kim, you dropped the ball, that's for sure.
Yes, she did.
And with all your smarts, whole office full of associates and fancy degrees, you get rolled over by, well, you know what happened.
I don't know.
I expected more.
Oh, I thought he was going to say what his conversation with Saul went like. So she's out?
One more thing. This fella, McGill or Goodman, whatever, you could do a whole lot better.
That's going to burn, especially on this day. Because that has multiple meanings now.
I'll say 50-50.
Even though he
but
doesn't
we give it a
know,
shot.
she knows.
the truth is,
Is she going to say the
you
truth?
ignored our advice.
Oh. Okay. I thought she was going to
So
tell him
listen,
everything.
My fault.
We said Mesa Verde should reconsider the site for the call center. You declined. We advised you to keep the purchase lot as an investment. You declined. And we advised you to leave that meeting when it became apparent that the other side was negotiating in bad faith. You declined. We are your attorneys, and it is our job to advise you. The decisions will always be
She has
yours,
a point.
If you continue to ignore us, then this is the wrong relationship.
That it?
He's not impressed.
All right, then. See you on Thursday.
So she's not out. She's back in.
JMM. What's that? Oh, that's my motto.
Yeah?
What is that?
Justice
matters most. Yeah. I knew he was going to laugh at that.
First up, we're going to get the murder rap down to manslaughter. Now, I think that the DA is primed to cut a deal. So I say, make him come to us. Power move.
No.
No?
No deal.
Oh, how's
Here's
this
the
going to
thing,
go
we're
then?
going to trial.
No. No trial? No deal.
You're living in
Yeah, sure.
Fantasyland.
Oh, what did you have in mind?
You're gonna get me out on bail.
Bail. That's. Well, the thing there, I mean, I don't know how things work south of the border, but here, under these circumstances, well, that's a long shot.
Yeah,
¿Quieres ser amigo del cartel?
I'm sorry,
heard
I
cartel.
don't,
You wanna be a friend of the cartel?
yeah. I knew he was going to say something like that.
Time to
You
get
either
yourself
with
a new
us
motto.
or you're our enemy.
Just make money.
Nice. That was good. That was good. I don't like Lalo, but that was good.
He said I'd be a friend of the cartel.
Friend of the cartel.
You don't want to know what that means.
You know what that means? Means money.
And
Ranch in Montana kind
a
of money.
lot of things that
Private jet kind of money.
you're going to learn later on.
Press conferences, TV news, the works.
Do you want to be a friend of the cartel?
Jimmy doesn't, but Saul does.
No. I didn't want to tell you, so I thought I should tell you.
You're finally starting to be more transparent with her, which is nice.
You know what? I'm glad you did.
So what are you gonna do about it? You gonna send in Nacho Loco?
Is he talking to Nacho? I think.
I'm not telling you shit until we talk about my dad.
What you tell me, and when you say it, is not up to you.
Listen, you said when Lalo's out of the picture, we'll talk about my father, right? Well, he's out of
He
the
did
picture.
say that.
Say your piece.
I'm done.
You
I want
can't be
out.
done.
And you want me to square it with Frank.
Frank's not all of it, it's the cartel. I disappear, they're gonna go after my father. He's gotta come with me. But no matter what I say with him, it's the cops or nothing.
The cops won't solve this.
By the way, wasn't it Nacho that was telling
away.
Saul, once you're in, you're in? Someone needs to tell him that too.
Lalo called me from inside. He put me
Yeah,
back
it was
in
him
charge.
then.
And?
He wants me to burn down the Pollos Hermanos.
Oh, well, that's not gonna happen.
Then he's not out of the picture, is he?
Doesn't look like it. And Lalo doesn't look like the guy that's just gonna disappear. He looks like a problem that'll never go away until you truly deal with him. Oh,
Hey, you look well.
Well,
not really.
I don't feel well. Lydia tells me Salamanca is in jail. This means you can continue construction?
Yeah, about that. That's not
Eduardo
gonna
Salamanca
happen
has
at
been
this
arrested
point.
for murder. However, even from jail, he creates issues.
What kind of
Even
issues?
in jail, he's a pain in the ass.
He ordered his men to burn down one of my restaurants.
You're kidding. He's in jail. He can still do that.
Yes.
I'm afraid so.
I know it's not exactly my area of expertise, but don't people get killed in prison all the time? I mean,
Oh.
shanked and shipped and whatnot.
Anything
It is your
happens to
expertise then.
Salamanca on this side of the border, the cartel will assume that it was my doing.
That's a good point,
It would
though.
mean
War. Yeah.
War.
It's already kind of war, but a Cold War.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Maybe try again later. Coming.
Whatever it is, it's not for me, and it shouldn't be for you.
He's having fun with that.
Get your key.
That was funny.
Okay.
Mike is like
Come
so
right in.
done with Jimmy's
Yourself
shit.
at home.
You representing Eduardo Salamanca, a.k.a. Jorge de Guzman?
Yep. This ought to be
He's a
interesting.
client of mine, yeah, so.
Yeah. I need you to get him out on bail.
Oh, well, that's not gonna
What do
happen,
you
but
have to do with Lalo Salamanca?
I represent someone who has an interest.
Someone like who?
Gustavo
Someone
Fring.
your client can never know about.
Yeah, look, I don't take marching orders from the man behind the curtain.
In this case, it's better that you do.
Yeah, exactly.
What's
It's
this?
funny because Mike put him there in the
This
first place anyway,
Is
so it's
everything
like
you need
counterintuitive in a way.
to do your job.
That's the guy that got killed, but I don't understand their play. Or obviously they didn't reveal, but I don't know what their play is going to be. Los Polos Hermanos. Oh! Is he burning down his own restaurant? Nacho looks like he's been waiting for this moment for a long time to just fuck shit up. How is that gonna burn down the place though? Is that some science I don't know about? Nope, they didn't show us. Just magic. Unless they did something and didn't show it to us. Because it looked like it was just a whole chicken falling in grease and oil. Which doesn't do that, obviously. Alright, now we see what Mike brought to Saul that's gonna grant Lalo bail.
Play to the judge, okay? But don't play to the judge. Don't overdo it. Try not to be too cool. I mean, look humble, a little bit scared.
No problem. Is that them?
Yep,
Who's that?
it's got to be his family. Fred Whalen, the guy who died at the travel wire.
He obviously has no remorse. Yeah, Jimmy, have a good look what you're doing. Is he gonna have a change of heart? I hope so.
That's right, Your Honor. Witness tampering. I have reason to believe that the prosecution's key witness was coached by a private investigator who
Yeah,
was hired.
that is true though.
to
I wonder
pervert
if that was
justice.
done on purpose.
Does the prosecution have a
Like Mike
response?
knew that this was gonna happen anyway.
Unfortunately, Your Honor, it seems a person unknown to my
Like,
team may have interacted
He had
with
all
our
of this
witness,
planned.
causing her to call Detective Roberts and amend her statement 2 months after the initial interview. This only recently came to our attention, and we are vigorously investigating.
I would hope so.
Having said that, Your Honor, this witness is one small element of the state's case. In light of the extraordinary violence of the crime and the fact that Mr. de Guzman is a foreign national with no ties to the community, we ask that the court recognize him as a flight risk and as a danger to the citizens of New Mexico.
How are you gonna defend
all
that?
due respect, Your Honor, but the witness is not just one small element of the state's case. She's the only witness tying Mr. de Guzman to the murder scene, and she's been manipulated. Furthermore, the claim that Mr. de Guzman has no ties to the community, that's just patently false.
Is it?
Mr. de Guzman has deep ties to the city of Albuquerque. I'd like you to meet
Deep ties to the
his family.
cartel in
That's his fiancee.
the
love
place.
of his life,
Nothing
Beth
else.
McKinnon, his stepchildren, Christopher and Ella, and sitting with them is Beth's mother, Mary. Now, Your Honor, my client is the only father that these kids have ever known. They depend on him. How can you possibly see fit to separate this beautiful family.
I accept the defense's argument that bond is warranted.
Mm.
But considering the severity of the charges, I will set the amount at $7 million, cash only.
Oh, Your Honor.
Damn, 7 million? How are they gonna do that?
7 million.
Yes, and I am so sorry.
I can do that.
Oh,
Thing is, I'm gonna need you to pick it up.
What, me?
he's gonna pick it up? I wonder how that's gonna go. Where is the money though? Buried somewhere probably? If there's anything we know about the cartel and their strategy from Breaking Bad is that they hide their money in the desert.
Have you thought any more about the job?
Howard is irritating me.
Yeah.
And
No,
Jimmy.
Still giving it some thought.
Why is Howard so
You know what?
persistent on this?
Don't bother.
Oh.
It seems I've upset you, so offers off the table.
You upset me? How'd you upset me?
You tell me.
He knows what he did. Destroying his car, sending the hookers.
This is getting a little weird, Howard.
You want to know what's weird?
You just wanted to make fun of me.
It's weird to offer a job to a man and in return have bowling balls thrown at your car.
Yeah.
And prostitutes sent to your business
Yeah.
lunch.
That is weird.
Are you listening
I agree.
to yourself? I don't know what you're into these days, Howard, but prostitutes and bowling balls, you sound unhinged.
You are unhinged.
You kill my brother and you say you're sorry.
So it comes down to that.
The job offer, it didn't upset me. It amused me.
Mm.
Big job at the illustrious HHM. Chance to play at the palace. Little old me. You have no idea what's going on. You're a teensy tiny man in a teensy weensy little bubble.
No, Jimmy.
Oh, don't you fucking owe Jimmy me. You look down on me, you pity me. Walk away. That's right, Howard.
He let that anger out. All right. All right, that was my reaction to Season 5, Episode 7 of Better Call Saul, which was called JMM. This was a pretty interesting episode. I think the Jimmy stuff in this episode was interesting only when it comes to the Lalo thing. Other than that, there wasn't much to it. At the end, we did see a little bit with him and Howard, but other than that, it was just him getting married and then kind of moving into the defending Lalo story. So there wasn't really anything else other than that for him. But when it comes to the Salamancas, Lalo, Gus, Nacho story, everything is definitely going a direction, and this is a prediction, but a direction where I think what Gus is doing is trying to make it seem like Lalo's plan actually worked, like he was able to call the shot to have the restaurant be burned and everything, but at the same time have it where he has the upper hand because he could get him back in jail anytime. And I feel like they're really trying to control him in a way that he doesn't even realize. So it'll be interesting to see whether they're going to be successful at doing that and what's going to happen next, and whether the Salamancas are going to be able to kind of figure out that Gus is really doing this, or whether they're going to be, falling into the trap. And it'll be interesting to see what Mike is going to do when it comes to the Nacho situation, whether he's going to help Nacho and his father run away, or whether he's not going to be able to help him. But with that said, that's pretty much my reaction to this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.